Oh yeah. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the show. As always, I am Aliside, and today we've got a couple of news stories to look at. It's been kind of a slow news week in terms of gaming related stuff, probably because Microsoft is still sitting on their big treasure trove of secrets regarding the next Xbox release. But we did have PAX East this past weekend, and if any of you did attend, I hope you had fun. It looked like it was a great time. I didn't actually attend myself. I've actually never been to a convention before, but if I were to go to one, I think PAX would probably be one of the first that I would go to, just because it seems like the community there is so welcoming, and also because I'm a huge fan of Penny Arcade, and I would like to hear Mike Krahalik and Jerry Holkins talk about pretty much anything. I think I would listen to whatever the hell they had to talk about. So yeah, let's have a beer and get into some news. Surprisingly, we actually have a lot of news coming from Capcom this week. Who would have thunk? If you haven't seen it yet, they have a DuckTales remake coming down the line. They've farmed it out to Way Forward to produce, but it looks like they're sticking to the same formula as the original, and they're just going to be revamping the art style, kind of making it look a little bit like Paper Mario with like hand-drawn sprites on top of like a 3D background. If you want to learn a lot about platforming games, like classic platforming, this would be the game to start at. And if you have like something against Italians or...
What do you mean they don't like Italians? Maybe they haven't tried my salsa yet!
I haven't heard any of the music yet, and that was like a big part of the original game, but I'm assuming they're going to try and stick as closely to the original tracks as possible. Maybe just update them a little bit with some more like instrumental style MIDI stuff. I don't know. I really enjoyed the music in the original though, so hopefully they stick as closely to it as possible. Now what this has me thinking, I'm curious as to what this might mean for other Capcom franchises, because DuckTales was released like over 20 years ago and they're reviving it now. I would really love to see them bring back a few of their older franchises, especially from the NES area, because I think they would do okay as like an Xbox Live Arcade download or a PS Network store thing. Downloadable titles, you know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, like a Ghouls and Ghosts revamp, that would be fucking awesome. Maybe a Captain Commando or Final Fight, any beat 'em up really. I love beat 'em up games too, and there haven't really been that many other than Golden Axe, but we don't talk about that. So yeah, this is great news. This game looks fantastic so far. I'll link you to the trailer to it down below if you haven't seen it yet, because it's actually kind of entertaining. Go check it out. Also coming out of PAX East, oddly enough, was another announcement from Capcom regarding a new Mega Man game, which piqued my interest. They didn't have much to say about it other than it's actually happening. Capcom USA Senior Vice President Christian Svensson stated, "I can say with certainty that you've not seen the last of the Blue Bomber on consoles and handhelds, and with luck we'll be celebrating the 50th anniversary, including all the games you're going to enjoy over the next 25 years. So it seems like Capcom hasn't completely abandoned the Blue Bomber, as I had stated in one of my previous videos. Hopefully this is going to be something significant and it's not just like them porting all the old games to new consoles, so we have to pay another 10-15 bucks for old shit. I'm kind of hoping they're moving outside of the realm of the Battle Network games and the Mega Man Zero kind of spin-offs, and I hope they're working on something new." And on to our last bit of news, another game announcement. I guess that's about all that interested me this week, were game announcements. But Final Fantasy X HD has finally gotten some attention from Squaresoft, and we've gotten not a definite date, but they said it'll be releasing sometime this year, so I'm guessing probably late second quarter maybe. But there was a little extra piece of news that kind of got me excited, and that's that they're also going to be reproducing 10-2. I know it got mixed reviews, but I liked the characters from the original 10, especially Yuna, so I would like to continue her story and see where she ended up with Riku and Pain was her name? The gothic new character, Orin's daughter, whatever. But this interested me not only because they're doing HD remasterings of both of these games, but they're also releasing both of them as the international version. And what the international version is, it was only released in Japan, or I think as a special edition, like very limited release here in the US. And it includes more difficult boss battles, especially against Yuna's summons. I think they're called like Dark Aeons or something like that. There's an extended expert sphere grid. There's 2 additional dress spheres in 10-2. I don't know what that means because I didn't play it, but I'm assuming it's like a class system. And then there's also an extended ending to 10, which kind of supposedly ties 10 and 10-2 closer together. The PS3 will be getting both of these games on a single disc, while the releases on the Vita will be separate. And of course, that upsets me a little bit because I was originally planning on just downloading 10 onto the Vita, but now that both of them are available, I'm going to want both, so I'm going to end up shelling out more money than I had planned on in the first place. So that about wraps it up for this week. Like I said, it was kind of a slow news week, nothing terribly exciting happened, but we did get some pretty cool little announcements, I think. I would like to throw a huge shout out to my viewers. I appreciate you guys, new and old, for sitting down and having a beer with me every weekend. If you have anything to add to these stories or anything that I may have missed, please remember to leave a comment down below. If you want to come back and have a beer with me next weekend, remember to subscribe so you get notified of when I put it together. Until next time, cheers everybody. I'll talk to you next week.
Bolognese.